So today we're back at this custom house that we're building, and we got most of the roof all framed up and sheeted, a good portion of it, the front half kind of, and later on this week, in the coming week, we'll get the rest of it all sheeted. But today is Saturday, and we're going to use this awesome weather that we have right now to get the screw piles in for our deck. We have a wraparound deck. Goes across the front, 8 feet out here, 6 feet out on this side, and then covered deck portion on the back deck that goes out 10 feet. So we're gonna get our all of the screw piles in for that today. So yeah, they're gonna be going down 10 feet, I believe is the minimum, or until we hit required torque. So I don't know if you guys have ever used them or if you're still using the just concrete piles, but pretty much everything we do nowadays is engineered screw piles. They're a lot better. They don't heave, they don't shift. We got a cold climate, so everything down below 4 feet is where we need to be for all of our piles. And these being a 12-inch helical that's down 10 feet is well below frost line, and we're not going to have to worry about anything shifting and heaving in the frost. So stay tuned, and we'll show you the whole process of how we get our piles down. And then as soon as the piles are down, you can start building the deck instantly. Don't have to wait for concrete to cure. So on this project, we're using an excavator to install the helical piles. Actually, the guys that do the helical piles just got a new attachment for their excavator, and this drive head is capable of doing 70,000 foot-pounds of torque. And for this application, we're just having supporting a small roof load and just a small deck that only comes out 8 feet. We're only required to have, I think, 4,200 pounds of torque. So this definitely far exceeds what's required, but I just wanted to test it out on this project and make sure everything worked as they expected. So with these screw piles, you can basically manipulate them to exactly where you want them to be. So here you can see us kind of taking it in and out a couple of times just to make sure that we're perfectly on that string line, within half an inch of inside of it, so we can put our top plates on after they're installed. And it makes quick, easy work. And as you see there, we're right up against that concrete block, and we just kind of angled it underneath, which would have been tough to do with the concrete pile. And yeah, these are all sunken down 10 feet. They're 10-foot piles total length, and the helical is right at the bottom of them. And this is all virgin ground that we're going into, and we reached about between 4,500 and 9,000 foot-pounds of torque per pile that we installed. So we definitely have proper bearing capacity. Just like that, 12 piles installed. They're all 10 feet down. These will just get cut off to grade, and then a plate welded on top. Then we attach our post. Now that all of the piles are in, they just got to cut them off to elevation, and they'll use a laser, set them all to height, and then they'll weld a steel plate on top of them, and that's what we actually screw through the bottom of it. They got holes pre-drilled for us. We screw through the bottom of it into our posts, and these are going to be 8x8 posts, so pretty sturdy, definitely pretty stout anyways. I don't know if anyone else uses screw piles, or if everyone is still using concrete piles and pad footings or what, but I haven't used a concrete pile in several years, and I don't think I'll be going back to it anytime soon. We got we put 12 piles in today, and that takes only a couple of hours to put in 12 piles, and we're down 10 feet as opposed to being 4 or 5 feet for just a concrete pile. And we're able to build on those today. If they were to put those caps on, we could have built on it today. Whereas concrete, you need to sit and let it cure and give it a couple of days for sure before you put any kind of weight on it. So definitely highly recommend the helical piles, and yeah, it's what we use, and it's a pretty good system. So let me know what you guys use, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content and watch us proceed with building the project, I guess.